Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're restoring a 1970 Yamaha HT190 Enduro tank, oil tank, and headlight. We stripped them down completely bare. We used a lot of hand sanding. That didn't quite work as well as I'd like it to. It didn't go as fast. So what I did is I switched over to the good old prime wheels. We got the soft grit and the heavy grit. Those work great for me personally. If you guys want to go check those out, help support my buddy Cam. He's down below in the description. But to strip the tank on the inside and get all the nasty rust out of there, because this thing was sitting for 30 plus years. Can you believe that? Anyways, what we did is we threw vinegar down in that thing, and we threw nuts and bolts, shook it around, let it soak for 3 days, and then we poured the vinegar out, flushed it a couple times, and then we neutralized it with baking soda, and then we poured hot water, baking soda, swish it around, and then keep pouring it out, pouring it in, blah, blah, blah. And it worked okay, but it didn't quite work as well as I'd like. So what I did is I went ahead and did some research, and I found a company called KBS Coatings. They're a great company made in the USA. They ship next day. Awesome company, but they basically send you 3 products. It's a 3-step process, super simple. It's a coating that goes inside your tank, never rust again. It won't eat away by any fuel you throw at it. I haven't used it yet, but I just have a feeling it's gonna be a great product. But anyways, I'm gonna be doing that later in a video. But today we're just gonna be restoring this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tank. I love the way this thing turned out. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys do, please leave a comment, like, or a subscription. Without further ado, let's get into it, guys. Whoops, that's no good. So the first thing I'm gonna do here is I started using 100 grit sandpaper and scratching at it, and paint started coming off, but it took a long time, so I have a prime wheel on a Dremel tool. This is the soft version of the two, and we're gonna give this a whirl and see how it strips the paint here. So. Working out pretty good. You just don't want to hold it in one spot for too long. That's all I can tell you. Like, we're just gonna keep running with this for now. It's working pretty fast, so. So now we have this tank completely stripped for the most part. We pretty much wore the Dremel tool out with those prime pads, but now we are going to hop on over to the sandpaper and do some hand sanding. We're gonna start off, I just did 100 grit, then we'll work our way up to 1500 of wet sand, and then after that, we can pretty much start spraying this thing. While we're at it, we're gonna get some other stuff ready for paint too. So we're gonna take this oil tank, strip it down just like we did the tank, and end up painting this thing too. So. now we got this puppy stripped down. We're gonna go ahead and grab the 100 grit just like we did on the gas tank. Same process, we're gonna go to 100, then we're gonna go to 180 and 320, and then see where it's at. Trying out the Dual Color Automotive Primer Series. It's sandable. Make sure you get the sandable stuff. Feels light scratches and sands easily, so we're gonna give this a whirl. It sprays a lot better than that other stuff, that's for sure. This stuff ended up working really well. It's a super smooth finish already, but I read the back of the can. It says to use a 600 grit, so we're gonna go ahead and use a 600 grit with some water to get this nice and smooth again. Okay, so we still have some orange peel I can see. We're gonna do another coat. I don't know why that's there, but I'm new to all this stuff, so fun learning experience though. All right, so we're gonna move on to actually spraying the base coat down on the tank. What we have here is the paint match that I got from O'Reilly's. You usually bring them a part off the bike with that color already on it, and they put a gun up to it, and then it reads a paint code, and then they can mix that code and get the exact color you're looking for. And I also had to buy this activator, and these two pair up as a 1-to-1 ratio. Also have some clear coat that we're gonna throw down, and that's a 4-to-1 ratio. But they gave me this little paint cup. Make sure you guys know how to use one of these. It's a little bit confusing at first, but I already made sure that the paint gun is spraying super good. I ran some lacquer thinner in that thing, and I sprayed it on some cardboard to make sure our pattern was dialed before we start painting. This is all set up, and then we're just gonna start spraying. Never done this before, but I have a good feeling it's gonna work good, so let's get to it. So in order to mix a 1-to-1 ratio, you kind of have to guess how much paint you're gonna be using. So you head on over the second column here, and I'm gonna guess we're gonna use up this much, so that's at the 2, and then you would fill up to this 2, and then fill the rest to this 2. So we're gonna throw base coat in there first to that 2, and then we're gonna throw some activator to that 2, and it should be dialed. Make sure you guys mix this stuff up too, you don't want any cheese curds. Got our paint stick, and we're just gonna mix it up really good in there. And now we're gonna pour it into our paint cup. I'm nervous, I don't know why, but I'm like really nervous. Here goes nothing. I'm scared. Oh, this is fun. I'm not scared anymore. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right guys, so now that we spray painted the tank, we're gonna get to the fun part, and that is the clear coat. Clear coat really brightens the paint after this. We have our 498 00 and then our 398 84. This is the Nason brand, Nason, however you say it. But this is a 4-part to 1, so we're gonna go 4-1, and I'll show you guys how to mix that up. So since this is a 4-to-1 ratio, just head on over to the title up on top of each gauge, and we're gonna pour the big can of the 498 clear up to that 4. And then we're gonna pour the smaller can up to this 4. So that's a 4-to-1 ratio right there. I'm just gonna have to pour this up to that small 4 there. Damn it. Okay, right there. And then we're gonna pour our activator up to that other 4 on the right there. Okay. Oh yeah. That's looking good. So to mount the emblem on the side of the tank, the original ones came with a screw-in design, and we ended up not being able to find these original ones on eBay. So I went ahead and I bought a generic sticker. It's a foam sticker. And so what I did is I 3D printed a backing for it, and we epoxied it onto these tabs on the backside. So these tabs on the backside, we just bent those up a little bit, and then we kind of made a flat surface to mount that too. So it's a no-show design. As you can see, it turned out pretty well. This recess is nice in there and it looks awesome. So just wanted to show you guys some 3D printing custom parts. Look pretty cool. Thanks so much for hopping over to this video, watching it, making it till the end. If you're here, I want to say a special thank you to you. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a comment, like, or subscribe if you'd like. If you guys want to see the whole build on this Yamaha HT1, we're getting down to the wire, guys. I want to get this thing done. I'm super amped. But if you guys want to see some more videos on this thing, head on over to the playlist up above and check all those videos out. But anyways, I'm going to do some more work in the shop here. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. We'll talk to you later. Peace out.